Hey, it's time for another offline games video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit subscribe so you can catch all the hidden offline gems I share every couple of weeks. I've got some really fun games for you today. All right, enough talking. Let's dive into today's list. Number 10. Mobile is one of those games where you can really feel the passion behind the project, and knowing it's developed by a single person makes it even more impressive. It's an F1 racing game that brings a lot to the table. Real-world tracks, detailed environments, and solid car physics that make each race feel genuinely engaging. It might not have the biggest budget or flashy marketing, but it absolutely delivers where it counts. I've got huge respect for solo developers pushing out quality games like this, and I'll always support that kind of effort. If you're into motorsports or just want a well-made racing game on your phone, Mobile is definitely worth a shot. Before we move on to the next game, I would like to mention the sponsor of today's video. Let me tell you about a game I've been seriously hooked on lately, Post-Apo Tycoon. To be honest, I don't usually play tycoon games, but this one grabbed my attention right from the start. You're in a post-apocalyptic world, and your mission is to bring life back to the planet. The map is divided into grid squares, and each time you tap a new one, you unlock it, build roads, farms, sawmills, and many more. But it's not just about tapping randomly. You actually have to think and plan how to make the world livable again. I also love the sense of discovery in the game. Every new tile feels like a surprise. Different biomes like deserts, snow, or ocean, and even hidden diaries that tell the story of what happened to the world. You manage your resources, upgrade your shelters, and use that resources to keep expanding. Also, the game keeps gathering gold and resources for you while you're offline, so when you come back, there's always something new to do. There are tons of upgrades, no time pressure, and no annoying ads unless you choose to watch them. It's relaxing, strategic, and kinda addictive in the best way. I opened it for 5 minutes and ended up playing for hours. The link's in the description. Download it and see how far you can take your own post-apocalyptic society. Number 8. Precinct Patrol Crime is clearly one of those mobile games that tries to capture the vibe of a popular PC title, in this case, The Precinct. And while it doesn't come close to matching the depth or mechanics of the original, it does manage to nail the overall aesthetic. The city layout, the top-down camera angle, and the whole visual style actually do a decent job of mimicking that gritty cop game feel. If you're just looking to kill some time and want a taste of that urban police game vibe on your phone, Precinct Patrol Crime is worth a quick download. Just keep your expectations low. Number 7. Godslayer is clearly inspired by games like Hades, and while it doesn't quite reach that level, it still brings a solid roguelike experience to mobile. You move through randomized stages, pick up temporary power-ups, and face a good variety of enemies along the way. I really like the visual style, and the game does a nice job with its enemy designs and overall presentation. That said, the combat could definitely be tighter. Sometimes it feels like it's missing the weight or impact that makes roguelikes really shine. But for a mobile roguelike, it's still a decent option, especially if you're into fast runs, upgrades, and testing different builds. Number 6. Gunfire Ops is a cover-based shooter that adds a fun twist to the usual formula. After clearing each stage, you get to choose upgrades, like extra health, more ammo, or increased damage, which gives the gameplay a nice roguelike feel and keeps things interesting as you progress. And I respect the devs for trying something different instead of just making another generic shooter. But the graphics definitely look a bit outdated, and the animations can feel stiff at times. But even with those flaws, I still found myself having a good time. It's the kind of game that's easy to pick up and play for short sessions. Number 5. Ferryman from Hades takes the Vampire Survivors formula and gives it a fresh, creative spin. Instead of running around on foot, you're a mage sailing across eerie waters, casting spells while fending off waves of enemies. The whole sea-bound setup feels really unique, and I liked how the game doesn't just stop at combat. You can also rescue and carry NPCs on your little boat, which adds a cool layer of decision-making to the action. If you enjoy auto-battlers like Vampire Survivors and want something with a new twist and solid gameplay loop, Ferryman from Hades is an easy recommendation. Number 4. Global Truck Online is a solid truck simulator for mobile players who enjoy long drives and big rigs. The truck models are detailed and the graphics are pretty clean. It clearly puts a lot of focus on the online multiplayer side, and playing with friends definitely adds more fun to the experience. But if you prefer solo driving, there's also an offline mode. But the game isn't without issues. The lack of English language support at the moment makes it a bit frustrating to navigate the menus or fully understand the systems. But despite that, the game runs well and has potential. I think Global Truck Online is worth checking out. Number 3. Block Fortress 2 is another wild but brilliant mix from Forsaken Media, a studio that's known for taking risks with mobile game design. This time, they've combined a third-person shooter with base building and tower defense, all wrapped in a blocky Minecraft-like style. You get to build and defend your base however you want. You can even switch to first-person view for a more immersive feel. What I love is the amount of freedom and creativity the game gives you. Whether you prefer building smart defenses or diving into action yourself, it caters to both styles. If you enjoy both strategy and shooting, Block Fortress 2 offers something truly unique in the mobile space. Number 2. Carnage Wars is one of those games that just gets what mobile players want. It's fast, fun, and incredibly player-friendly. You've got offline and online modes, a ton of different game types, and even vehicles you can hop into mid-match. What really stands out for me is how much respect the devs show to the players. No weird paywalls, no annoying limits, just a full package that lets you jump in and enjoy. It's rare to find a mobile FPS that feels this complete without sacrificing performance or gameplay. Carnage Wars might not have the flashiest marketing, but it's the kind of game that deserves support. Number 1. I'll be real, rally games usually aren't my thing. I've always found them hard to control, especially when you're sliding around off-road turns with zero grip. But CarX Rally really surprised me. It's got that semi-arcade feel that makes it way more accessible for beginners like me, without losing the challenge that rally fans love. There's also a ton of content, lots of cars to unlock, plenty of tracks to race on, and the graphics are sharp and polished. Whether you're a rally veteran or someone who usually avoids the genre, CarX Rally is worth a shot.
7 left. 9 right. 60.